for all of us, regardless of whether we're yes supporters or no supporters or we're undecided, I think it matters to us all that living in a democracy.
Okay, well, let's talk about democratic moves then to try and move this forward. Is using the next general election in 2024 as a de facto referendum democratic?
Sorry, is using an election democratic?
To decide on this issue, given that the electorate is used to voting on different issues in general elections, would this be democratic if you just say, you decide, the SNP decides individually as a party that this is how the electorate are going to vote this time round? Is that democratic?
Forgive me, it's a very odd understanding of how the democratic process works. It's the public that decides.
Well, I want you to explain how it's going to work, and so far I've asked you twice, and so far you haven't answered twice. So you tell me how it would work, and then we can take it from there.
Well, people go to polling stations and they cast votes. And as we saw already from a snap poll that was broadcast last night from Channel 4, around 50% of voters in Scotland would back the SNP at a general election if it meant that Scotland could become independent. That's before an election campaign.
So it would be 50% then that you would consider a success. Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm not. I was just about to go on and say that only 33% said no. This is now a much bigger question than simply do we prefer the idea of Scotland becoming an independent country. It's actually about the kind of country we live in, whether we actually live in a functioning democratic state or not. And as it currently looks,
can I just come back though to the sort of I was going to say the smaller issue. It's hardly a small issue. A general election in 2024 becoming a de facto independence referendum. Have you had any legal advice on this yet? Is it legal?
Forgive me, I actually don't understand the question. Is it legal to stand in an election and ask people to vote for you? Sorry, does one need legal opinion to run in an election? I really find it very odd that we can have...
You might find it odd, but then if you had sought legal advice as to how you move forward from this in terms of any election that runs,